Now, I don't usually go for documentary types, but Sourcefed decided we should watch Katy Perry's documentary, and I went with it. What's up, guys? So this week for Movie Club, we watched the movie Katy Perry, Part of Me. It's pretty much a documentary about Katy Perry and her 2011 big world tour. I'm usually skeptical about watching documentaries, especially about big pop icons or anything, because usually it's just propaganda films of them wanting to pretty much come see your concert and see how hard their life is and everything like that. But Katy Perry's one is actually pretty good. Now, I watched it going in not knowing much about Katy Perry, except she came from a religious background and she kissed a girl and I liked it. I knew nothing else besides that. It's what made her big and somewhat controversial, but still, I didn't know much, so it was interesting to go back and watch more of it. And like any documentary, this kind of does go into the background of her religious parents and how she was raised and everything, pretty much how she got into music. And then one day she listened to a Alanis Morissette CD and she's like, wow, this is really gritty, this is really real. And after she listened to that CD, she started changing her music. She went from gospel music to pop music, and that pretty much sums up what got her on the track to stardom. Now, like I said, this follows Katy Perry around her 2011 time frame of her world tour. So as Katy Perry is doing her Candy Crush concerts, because pretty much everybody's dressed like gingerbread men and wearing lollipops and stuff. I found that a little bit weird, but hey, go with it if it works, I guess. So we get to see everything backstage that's happening and everything that's kind of going on. And we can see throughout this movie she's trying to balance her social life with Russel Brand and having her marriage, and then trying to do her entertainment bit of trying to go out and do concerts for the world. But you can see at the beginning of this tour that she's very ready. She's very focused. She's ready to go out there and ready to go entertain the masses. But by the end of it, she's pretty much crushed. She's emotionally done. She's just dragging. She's tired. I mean, her nerves are shattered. She's crying for no reason. You kind of feel bad for her. But like I said, that is only one chunk of the movie. It still goes to the work where she grew up, how she got to where she is now, everything that's going on now, and then kind of stuff that happened a little bit afterwards too, and it kind of concentrates on that. So what's really interesting about this movie is the years of struggle that we get to see, of how she went to 3 or 4 different labels before she was finally picked up, and finally they let her do her own thing. Now, there was one part in the movie that really pissed me off, and it was the people from Columbia that refused to let her go because they knew she'd be a big star. I just kept thinking to myself, God, these guys are a bunch of selfish pricks. But of course, Katy got lucky and she had somebody on the inside who pretty much grabbed her stuff and snuck her out to another record label and pretty much made her the Katy Perry that we know and love today. They let her be herself, and that was what was really important to her. She just wanted to do her own thing. She didn't want to be a Britney Spears. She didn't want to be an Avril Lavigne. And they mentioned that in the movie, how everybody was trying to change her and make her something, and she's damaged goods, just stay away from her. But she just wanted to be herself. She just wanted to write her own songs. That's pretty much what she did. So another aspect we get to see is how she is with her fans. Now, granted, I think her fans are kind of fucking weird, especially the one dude who came out in a unitard and not wearing pants. But hey, I guess to each their own. Still, it was gross. But that doesn't matter. She still knows how to interact with them and how to bring them on stage, and she loves her fans, and you can see that, at least in the documentary, you can see that she really loves her fans. She brings them on stage to dance with them, and she makes these little girls and grown men's dreams, apparently. But like I said, any film has conflict, and this one is pretty much her balancing her time, like I said before. And we get to see her relationship with Russel Brand, of how he's always just in LA, and he pretty much doesn't come to see her, and she is doing all the work of flying out there for 3 days to hang out with him, and he doesn't really reciprocate the effort. They don't exactly portray him as the bad guy, but it's you don't see him as much as you think you would, at least. And unfortunately, this concert and her being away was just the fast track to divorce for him, and I felt bad for him, but celebrities get married and divorced every time, so it's kind of hard to be oh, it's just another thing. But because she grew up in a big Christian background, she really believes in true love and true romance. She believes in that Disney-type love bullshit that usually never works. I'm gonna end on one of my favorite parts of this movie, which was she was either in Portugal or Brazil, because they were speaking Portuguese, and she was just having a hard time. She's just emotionally breaking down, crying, and everybody's we can cancel, no big deal. And she just no, I'll do it. And she's literally on stage waiting for her cue to go up, and she's just waiting there. She's bawling, and suddenly she puts on a smile, and she's ready to go. And once she puts that smile on, the audience has no idea. She performs the concert to perfection, and she did a really great job. After that, they cut to the divorce scene and all that other stuff. So would I say this is a good movie? Yes. Would I recommend it? Yeah, why not? Watch it at least once. I'm not a big fan of pop documentaries. As I said, I think they're more just selling points to get you to go buy more albums or go see the concerts. But this one wasn't bad for a one-time watch. I can't really relate to her on any level, but I like her music, I'm not gonna lie. She's better than Lady Gaga, and she's better than Kesha, who are both disgusting in my eyes. And that's really all I have to say about this movie. So I can't wait to see what we do next week for Sourcefed, and I'll be making a There Will Be Blood review for Philip DeFranco's Movie Club in next couple days. So thanks for watching my review, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.